What's up, ladies and gentlemen?
Hi.
Gift appearance. What?
Guest appearance.
Guest
I
appearance.
would start again though.
Okay. Cool. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Lekker. Nice to have you
Ladies
with
and
us.
gentlemen, very formal today.
I'm telling you.
So,
Got my button shirt and my pants.
your Jägermaster, I mean your Jachtmaster.
Jagmeester. It's a kudu.
It's a kudu.
It's not a stag. It's a kudu. It's the South African version. Jagmeester.
South African version.
Anyway, yeah, we had personalised shirts made. It's got my name on it. I don't know if you can read it, but anyway.
That's cool.
Yeah, we had personalised shirts made one of the hunts we went on, which was quite nice because it's like everyone kind of, it's like the camaraderie and everything. We should actually do that on our next hunt.
But we have to do the camouflage shirts because
Yes,
you
yeah.
don't want anyone to see us.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, because we don't diesel stalk. We
We
foot stalk.
Yeah, we stalk.
We leopard stalk.
We let it crawl and fall over and end up in landing in the prickly pear things or what are those?
The kaikis.
Those
Oh
things.
my goodness! In the Eastern Cape, I don't know where you're watching this from, but in the Eastern Cape we have a thing called kaikis, which is like a I don't know, it's like a cactus.
Yeah, it's a little cactus, but it's like a little.
Oh man,
little
it's
round thing
terrible.
with little everywhere.
But it's got spikes, so it's like, it touches you and it like literally hooks into your skin, and
No, it's frustrating.
you can pull it out, but it might stick in there. I remember the one time I tried to pull one out of a guy's foot with a Leatherman, and I pulled most of it out except the one piece, and it
Sounds terrible.
shame. He was
All I know is I didn't use Leatherman. I tried to use my knife the last time, and then it's fine. You get your knife in there and you like
try to cut it out.
and then it doesn't want to flick off, and then I'm like, okay, now I got to grip it because I don't have Leatherman on me. How do I grip this thing? As I touch it, it goes in my hand. Now my hand is stuck, and obviously there's a rifle on my shoulder.
Bro, just cut your leg off, bro. Just amputate. It's better.
Just cut it off. It's above the knee. No, that's pretty extreme.
So
but anyway.
enough about my shirt. As you guys can see in the title, today we are discussing gifts for men and women. We've chosen 12 gifts that can they can kind of all work for everyone, but there's some that lean
depending
more.
on the person, but
there's some that lean more towards guys and some more towards women. So we've got 12 gift ideas that you guys might like, and I know from personal experience that around this time of the year we sometimes like, what am I going to buy them? How can I do this? And you don't know, so we just thought maybe we'll write some things down and help you guys out.
Yeah.
So lucky, shall we get into it?
Cool. Well, let's ask first. I mean, like, obviously, these gift ideas, we didn't put a budget into it for now. I mean, we kind of just went gift ideas.
Yes.
But obviously, it depends. Obviously, you got to make it work on your budget as well.
Yes.
So, if it's
if 250,000 rand is too much to spend on 4x4 equipment for your husband, you might want to look at one of the other 11.
I'm just looking at you like. I'll tell you what. I've got a gift idea. You guys can buy. I think you should all get together and buy it for me.
Absolutely.
I was blown away by this.
Yeah.
Okay, so
exactly.
So
we'll make a plan.
Serious.
We'll make a plan. Yeah.
No, it's not serious. Like, you can't buy it because it's ridiculous. But I watch these TV programs or whatever, and the one they always talk about the Rolex Submariner watch. Submariner, sorry. Rolex Submariner. And I was like,
probably
that's
like
cool.
$1 billion rand.
250,000 rand.
It's a lot of money.
For a watch. I like it. I mean, it's rich, but for a watch.
Yeah. I digress a little bit.
I wouldn't walk into the street with that because someone can.
Well, this is a legit thing. My uncle and aunt, they were chased with these guys because he at some point thought it would be a good thing to buy himself a Rolex, and he got a Rolex. He got one of the cheaper ones for like 150,000 rand. Yeah. And
can you introduce me to your uncle?
In Rosebank or in that area of Johannesburg, there's a group of people called the Rolex Gang. That is what they do. They look for people who have Rolexes, and they go steal, and they rob the Rolexes. They steal the Rolex. So I mean, like it's obviously a lucrative business because they steal like 5 Rolexes a month and they made R1 million.
I mean, I joked about it, and I said so that's one of my drum students and I were talking about this. He was talking about watches and whatever, and so I showed him we googled the price. That's how I know it's around about 250,000 rand or whatever. And I'm like, who would wear that? Because it's more than it's like 2 of my car, that you carry on your arm. I would be sure what people rob. But then I thought, okay, maybe they won't steal it from you because they don't know who's going to buy it. I mean, who's going to buy it? It's such a risky thing to buy that watch second-hand. Like, not second-hand, but I suppose on the black market. But clearly not.
Yeah. No,
clearly there's a market for it.
Yeah, there's a market for it, yeah. And I mean, they might sell it for like even a little bit discounted.
Yeah, exactly.
So it makes it more attractive to whoever's buying it. So
yeah. But you guys are welcome to get me a Submariner, Rolex Submariner. think the whole South Africa would have to club together.
Like, no, it's quite wild. But anyway, so we're going to try and stick to
Just a
reasonable amount of money. You don't have to spend thousands and thousands, but like you can if you want to. There's no limit.
You can.
So do you want to go first, or shall I go first?
Okay, well I'll do the first one.
Okay.
So what? I haven't put down a specific object in each. I've got like categories. We'll put it that way.
Okay.
So for example, outdoor warehouse or outdoor stuff or 4x4 Mega World, anything like that. So that would be an accessory for a 4x4.
Okay.
Obviously, I mean, if you can go for it, like bull bars and stuff like that, 20,000 rand. But if not, it could be anything from
suspension.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's 15,000 rand or 30,000. So it could be that, or it could be. And remember that can be financed as well.
Yes, it can.
For those who want to do that,
yes.
It can go to anything like a headlamp, or a nice light that you can use camping, and a tent,
a torch, especially when you go camping, a torch, or anything that charges something electrical, like a battery charger, portable charger.
Well, anything like that you can use when you're camping or like out if you're fishing or hunting kind of thing. Not necessarily hunting, like if that doesn't make sense.
Not hunting, but like being the outdoors side.
The outdoors side,
having camo clothes, new boots or something.
Whatever. It can be like a brass stuff that is used. Upstairs 4x4 Mega would have a very nice little stainless steel fold away bra.
Yes,
and it's not a huge one. And that's like the perfect thing. That
you can literally. You can go walk around in these shops and you can find stuff literally for like 20, 30 rand.
No, you got outdoor warehouse. You're gonna get stuff from like the cooking stuff. So some of the stuff, look, as you also said, it's unisex kind of thing. So it doesn't have to be necessary for men. Like 4x4 Mega World probably would be more, but there are women that shop.
Absolutely.
But it could be also stuff that could be
4x4ing and stuff.
Yeah, there's stuff. From the camping side, whether it's convenient stuff, whether it's stuff that's cooking that makes life easier. Those bra mats that go on your bra, your grid, or a nice
story about that.
porky pot or something like that.
My mother-in-law. Ma, if you're watching this, bless you, I love you so much. Amy bought me, or I don't know if it was Amy bought me or someone bought me one of those bra mats.
Okay.
Put it on the grill, and I was frying up some cheese grillers or something on the grill on the fire, and it worked very lekker.
Yeah.
And we went eating or whatever, and then when I checked, like when we were packed up, like a couple of hours later, and everything, I'm like, where's this thing? She chucked it away and really taken the black bag because she thought it was. She thought it was one of the black tray that you put the
polystyrene.
So anyway, I used it once.
And it was very good.
So if anyone wants to buy me another one of those, they were lekker and they were very cost effective. So
so it can be something like that from outdoors. They've got a ton of stuff. There's, you can go from there. They've got knives. They've got. You
can spend anything.
BB guns. You can get all sorts of things. You can
very lekker.
Torches. You can get. Anything that's reasonably practical for those kind of activities.
Yes, especially if you have someone that is into stuff like that.
It was a great idea.
I love that idea. I think anything outdoorsy for me, 100%.
Same here.
I'll be lucky.
Same here.
Cool. Let me go to my one. Also unisex, like it could be both men and women. I think this one is more balanced than the outdoor stuff. And that would be Christian gifts from like Kumbooks or something like that. So they have some of the nicest gifts. Cups. Like I've got a coffee mug that I've been using, travel mug, for the longest time. It's literally like falling apart already, and it's just such a lekker thing to have. And
comes from there.
Yeah, it comes from there. They've got notebooks, Bibles, they've got books,
devotional books.
I've got a devotional book that it's like standard practice for me to buy it for most people.
Yeah,
especially guys. Yeah, it's one I bought for you.
It's brilliant. I'm almost done. I can't believe I'm almost done with this.
Crazy. And the lucky thing with it is like it's a daily devotional. It's called My Utmost for His Highest. From Oswald Chambers, I think. And
it's very good.
It's so good. It's not so much about the guy. It's more about like the book is written in such a way that I have experienced God talking to me specifically through the daily things.
For me it's like topic based. So like for example, it might be talking about missionaries, but it won't be missionary. It'll be like missionary's goal or the missionary's blessing, or then there'll be a verse, and then there's just a breakdown of it, which I think is pretty cool.
It's very lucky. So anyway, I've bought a whole bunch of people that, and I use myself. And the thing is, I've had it for like 3 or 4 years now. In fact, I was introduced to it probably in 2010, 2011, which is like more than 10 years ago. And it never runs out because you just do it year after year after year, like on the day.
Yes, you can use it.
and it's like you don't remember what
No,
it was,
also,
and it's so weird.
First of January.
It's so weird how it's still applicable.
Yeah.
After all these years, like it's still applicable, and that's I think based or back to the whole thing about the Bible is like a good thing. This is something we spoke about the podcast. I don't know if it's been already released or if it's still going to be released. It's in our bank, but like how active the word is and how alive it is, and so
it changes, not changes, but
it's always applicable.
Yeah, what you get out of it, each scripture changes every time. Almost.
Yeah, it gets richer. You can go deeper and deeper into it. So I mean, that's why the devotional is such a good idea, especially that specific one. My utmost voice highest. Yeah, it's a really good one. So yeah, but I mean, anything at Books, Christian related stuff, you can really.
There's fictional books that they've got there. Christian. There's non-fiction. There's great stuff on worship. There's great stuff on prayer. There's
really
DVDs.
Awesome.
There's CDs,
and it's for both men and women.
Yeah,
so it's a really.
I mean, the sections for men and women are brilliant as well. I mean, if you want to put a set together, you could literally put pens, notebooks, devotional, coffee mug.
Yeah, depending on how much you want to spend. I mean,
coasters,
for like $1,000, which is, I mean, it's quite pricey. But if you spend just one gift, you can put a whole box of stuff together.
Yeah.
So
there's colouring in. The books, the adult colouring in books, with verses and scriptures and the topics and all that's also brilliant.
That's awesome, man.
So yeah.
Lekker. Yeah, so that's number 2.
Cool.
Lekker.
Number 3, I put down hobby accessories. So that would be depending on who you're buying for, what their hobby is. So for example, I mean, it can go from if someone I'm a drummer, so you could buy me drumsticks, or you could buy me a drumstick bag, or anything like that.
Okay.
Or you could go, I mean, if it's for your child or whatever, where they play Xbox, and you could buy them the cover for the Xbox controller, or like a camouflage one, or some nice earphones that go with that as a hobby. It can be
fishing.
Yeah, fishing stuff, kind of hobby stuff.
Fishing, and recently, obviously, as you guys know, bow hunting.
Yeah, bow hunting.
Bow hunting is legit.
Are you hinting or what's going on?
Okay. Just tell you,
Okay.
Any arrows? Arrows are like
hunting stuff.
Arrows are like $160, eh?
160 rand.
160 rand per arrow.
Per arrow.
Yeah, just shouting in that direction.
Yeah, just in case.
Just in case someone hears it, So.
Yeah, just on that, I'll say that as well. I mean, hunting stuff, gun stuff as well.
Yes.
Just remember, obviously, those kind of when you buy for someone with a hobby like that, it's not necessarily the cheapest thing.
Yeah, it can get quite pricey.
Yeah, I mean, you go to a gun shop to buy stuff, accessories and whatever. Obviously, you can't buy stuff that needs a license, so you can't buy rounds and stuff like that. Yeah. But you could buy bags, but you're looking at $500 for the cheapest
for
bag.
Like entry level. Yeah,
I mean, 160 rand for an arrow. So you're looking for a couple of arrows. It could be
like 3 arrows. Yeah. That's pretty much what you're looking for. Yeah. So,
but I mean, it can be anything. Hobbies, it can be if a person's into photography, it can be stuff to do with cameras. It can be.
It could be, literally. I mean, I don't know who has stamp collecting is still a thing.
What is it that Amy got? Those things, that board that was here?
The board?
The board that you got, and the black thing. What
flat lays.
Flat lays. I mean, I didn't even think of that, and it's such a cool thing actually, and it's photography. It's a hobby thing. It's a photography thing that works as well. I mean, if a person's into, I don't know, go-kart racing, it can be. Stickers, quad bike, it can be like a jacket, or it can be anything like that. Anything's hobby specific, because it makes it easier to go. This is what their hobby is. Cool. What can I get? Gardening or whatever.
Also, it helps out. I mean, for me, I love gardening. I love my vegetables and stuff. We'll post some stuff on social media again.
There again,
you should see my pumpkins and.
Oh, is it?
Yes, dude, it's like insane. So we'll post some stuff on social media.
We'll go check it out just now. I think.
But I mean, just stuff like it doesn't have to be too expensive.
No, well, I mean, if you think of gardening stuff, if you went to Builders Warehouse, one of those places, and you got seeds and whatever, I mean that and
like a starter kit,
a couple of $100, not even, and you've got decent starter kit,
And the great point about looking at someone's hobbies and then buying a gift based on that is that oftentimes that is a successful gift. It's you don't want to buy someone something and then it's like, oh, thank you for getting me this. It's really nice, but like, what am I going to use it for? Like I'm not into bow hunting, so why did you buy me arrows? I don't even have a bow.
Those arrows that are 160 rand, eh?
Yes, 160 rand an arrow. So hobbies. Like if you look at someone, what they're interested in, that'll definitely. And then again, I mean that's pretty equal for men and women.
Yeah, absolutely.
It can be anything. Makeup. I know makeup and stuff can get a little bit expensive. And I also don't. I'm actually hesitant to say makeup because it can also be on.
Not that it's a hobby, but yeah.
It can be a necessity, which is like that's not really a nice gift then to get someone something they need. Yeah.
And also, well,
some people love it. Some people
I don't mind personally getting stuff that I need.
Yeah, 100%. I love it.
I don't mind getting stuff that I don't need as well. That I can add to
yeah.
For example, a selfie stick.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Like I don't actually need that, but I can use it. I can use that for
anything practical. It's got to be practical. But I think that's all the guys. I don't know.
Yeah. So, but I mean, yeah.
Anyway.
The thing about like makeup or anything like that, it's got to be, you've got to know the person that you're buying for. Like you got to know what they're going to use, what they can't use, what they want to.
I was thinking more like along the lines because I know Amy's got some like custom makeup palettes or whatever from some special YouTubers or something that you bought.
Yeah.
So it's like a niche gift. It's not like you go to Edgar's and you buy a makeup palette and you give it to them.
Yes.
It's like a specific,
like
a Jeffree Star makeup palette.
I have no idea who that is.
Yeah, no. Bless him. I don't know who he is. May the Lord find him and bless him and make himself known to him. Amen. Anyway, okay, number 6.
What? No, I call you 6, bro.
Number 4.
3. You've done 1, I've done 1, I've done 2 and you've done 1.
So number 4. Number 4 then. Cool. Number 4.
Skipping ahead, yeah.
For me, I don't know. For me,
it's your number 2, isn't it?
It's my number 2.
Praise the Pope. We understand that.
Praise the Pope. So for me, in our experience, I like this more than Amy. So in our situation, it's more a guy thing than a woman thing. But I'm very open to correction. Maybe women prefer this actually if you do like a generalized thing, and that is experiences. So buying someone an experience. So taking them away for a weekend.
I thought maybe like experience of getting like your, I don't know, your toenails removed.
No, I suppose you could do that as well, like a spa day. Yeah, like a spa day experience.
I was thinking, more for like, let's hit you with a hammer.
Oh, no, like saw. Like,
no, not that kind of experience. Okay.
It's saw, not a terrifying experience, like a good experience.
Yeah.
You know? So
no,
like,
I'm joking. Go away for the weekend.
So like last year, for my birthday. No, this year. It's still 2021. Yeah. So this year for my birthday.
Where are you living? You don't know what number we're on. You don't know what year we're in.
I'm tired, bro. I've had a baby for 3 weeks. Almost. In fact, it's full. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not tomorrow. Saturday she'll be exactly a month. 27th of November.
Awesome.
Anyway, I digress. Yeah. So on my birthday this year, Amy took me away to a farm called Handshoek, which is like on its way to East London.
Okay.
It's like past Grahamstown around there, and what an amazing experience. And it was like when I heard, because she eventually like I asked, like, how did you afford all this? Like, it's because we went on a game drive, we stayed there for a whole weekend. Yeah, she a baller. I don't know. I was like, did you take my plastic and swipe it or like what did you do? How did you do this? And then she told me it was like literally the whole weekend, because obviously our freezers are full of meat because I go hunting. So I'm really grateful to be in that type of position. Yeah. So we took most of our food because of self-catering. We took everything that we were basically going to eat here. We took there, bought some snacks, but that wasn't that expensive. Yeah. But we literally ended up paying, I think it was like 2,200 Rand for the whole weekend for both of us.
Yeah, it's a deal.
And we were there on Friday and we left on Sunday. So that was really...
photos, it was
amazing. It was such a joy though. It was just like...
such a lekker place.
We walked and we could drive there and we went to go sit in one of the blinds and looked at animals and they took us on a game drive and it was like really like it. So I think, experiences like that. But like I say, experiences...
I suppose it could be anything as well. I like, and this is going to sound funny, but like, for some it might be, an IMAX, and that's silly, but that's a couple $100 a pop,
100%.
IMAX movie, your favourite movie's coming out, or something like that.
Yeah, you can buy them a Star Kinekor voucher, you can basically sell your left kidney, and you can go to Star Kinekor.
Sell one of your children so you can go to movies on the half price day.
Yeah. But definitely, that could definitely, depending on how much you spend.
You could set up, I suppose you could set up experiences, and you could do like, go-karts, 10 minute, buy gift cards to all of that and make it a one day or something where you're going to go the whole day and you're going to do all these awesome things. And that, but I like experiences. I think it's cool. So if I got a gift like that, would really like it. Like I said, Amy doesn't like that. She likes a physical gift. She likes to unwrap something and have a gift, something that's for her and the experience of having a gift. Not like, here's a voucher to go and watch movies. We've never really done that. My family, we've never done experiences, but there's nothing. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a brilliant idea. We just always did something that you can unwrap. Not big and fancy, but something you can unwrap.
Oh, that's lekker.
Cool.
So that was number 4. Number 5.
So
your number 3.
I put down homemade objects or homemade stuff, something that you can make yourself. So if there's something that you're good at, that you could do.
Okay.
I mean, my dad's into woodworking. Yeah, so not necessarily stuff that I make and sell, because that I would make and sell to someone else. That makes sense. So that is actually another category I've got you. But if it's something that you could do,
yes,
then that'd be cool. Like my dad's good at woodworking, so he could always make, like as kids, he could make us stuff. I mean, he taught me to make. I made wickets one year for my brother. My dad worked at a company where they had it was a workshop, it was a cabinet making company and whatnot. So I went in with him and then we made these wickets and we burnt Christmas, Xmas 2000 or whatever the year was on it.
So cool.
And it was short wickets because it was so that the idea was that they could play, we could play, not they, because I wanted to play with, in the passage or something. So they were short wickets with a big solid base so they actually don't fall over. And then one wicket with a base for the bowler side. Something you can make yourself, something you can,
that is so clever.
if it's something like that you can, I don't know, obviously I don't know what ladies can make, but I mean there is definitely something that they can do, homemade stuff.
I mean you can make dresses.
Clothing,
like sewing,
you can
make clothing and stuff like that.
Stuff that's not expensive at all, but it has great meaning to it.
Yes, 100%.
It's got the heart behind it. But I can do for myself. I make my Christmas presents. I must make a lot of them. So I mean, I'm not going to say what they are because my siblings will all be very excited. We'll find out. You'll find out on Christmas. But I make for the last couple of years. I've made. I mean, I can tell what I have made. I made my mum a butcher's block the one year.
Yes.
That's quite a big job. I started by making a little table. The first thing I ever made was a little table that went next to her pool for glass to stand on, her good drink or whatever, because they got like a little pool.
Okay.
And that kind of stuff. I've made lamps. I made lamps out of old tripods, camera tripods. Doesn't have to be like, you know what I mean? A lamp out of a tripod. It's not. I'm not an electrician.
Yeah, exactly. No, you can literally and you can just by DIY searching. On Google you can find a whole bunch of stuff that you can find for men and women and stuff like that.
Exactly.
And also making something, you tend to pay more in effort, but you save on money. Yeah. So you can possibly.
Depending on what it is, absolutely.
You can, like, I don't know, if you make someone a bra or if you make someone this and you have the resources already, like let's say you work at a workshop, you can make stuff with the means that you have.
Exactly.
So that's a really cool thing as well.
So it's not too expensive. It's not, and I think for me that's really knowing the person. You really got like
I was just going to say,
and the heart behind that is really good.
I was just going to say it's personalised, and people like that. People like because it's special. It's like you made something unique for me that I would like. So okay, that's a good one. Okay, cool. Number 6 or my number 3, whatever. Okay, is sports, any activity, anything like that. So like a smartwatch, or training equipment, or tackies. Tackies is definitely a thing for me as well. Like I don't know when last I owned tackies, because my tackies just broke, and then I just put fellies on, like my little fellies shoes that I used to hunt with, and then I realized I can actually do most in them, and then I literally alternate between my fellies and my pluckies, which I am currently wearing.
Yeah, you are a plucky.
These pluckies I've been wearing forever, and I love them.
Maybe you need new pluckies.
No, not new pluckies. I need tackies. So
maybe you need both.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. So
we're different. Gosh, idea for you.
Yeah.
7 sets of pluckies. One for each day of the week.
What did you say?
You didn't hear that.
Okay. So anyway, they are. So anything sport and active, like especially like if you've got a family member who wants to get into it or is already into it and stuff like that.
Guys who in gym, I guess, as well, gym stuff.
Exactly. You can go to Mr. Price Sport, and you can buy pretty decent stuff. You can buy, you can build a whole kit. So you can get like a water bottle, a little sweat towel, maybe some sweatbands and stuff like that. Put something like that together, or you can save up and know that if someone likes to gym at home, like if they got like a little home gym, you can always add to that.
Exercise,
you can just buy some weights, stuff like that. It's so versatile, and especially if someone's already into fitness, they tend to really appreciate stuff like that.
I think for kids as well, I think that's nice when kids are at school who are playing hockey or playing cricket or whatever. You're killing sort of 2 birds with one stone. Because you need a new cricket bat, so it's a Christmas present.
Yes,
you can just buy a bat.
Especially if they're like passionate about their sport. Because I know a lot of kids, like they love sport. They love cricket or they love rugby, and you buy them a scrum cap or something like that, and they just flip and freak out about it.
Exactly.
So that's definitely.
Possibility.
Yeah, definitely a possibility. Also, another thing is a smartwatch or a fitness watch or something. And nowadays, especially coming close to the season, there's so many specials running on them. So if you just keep your eyes out, especially on Takealot. I mean, Takealot daily deals. You can, if you've got some patience, you can hang around.
Yeah.
And check it out. And literally, I mean, I think I paid 1,400 rand for this watch, but normally it's like over 2,000.
Yeah.
Or 9.
Well, I don't know. My mum just got one, and it was marked down by 1,000, and she got it for 1,800.
Yeah. So that's what the price is going for now.
now.
Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah.
Which
is really lucky. So you can, fitness is definitely a thing. Sport, it could be. I mean, like if they like skiing or if they love surfing. Or,
you
can buy a new surfboard. You can buy them.
You can go big surfboards. You can go surfboard sock. You can go surfboard bag. You can go.
You can even just buy wax. Like
I was going to say wax and a wax comb or roof racks for the car. The board goes on, or if they do, then there's tons of options in that thing. Exactly. Magazines. Yeah. I mean, I used to get magazines quite often, like the Zigzag and whatever magazines.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a weird thing. You don't like.
Well, especially like if you're just making up a
pack
of something.
Exactly, a couple of magazines and some surf wax and a comb and a new leash maybe, or whatever. There you go, a couple $100 and you've got a decent little gift, for someone who's in that hobby,
Yeah.
Lekker.
Number 7.
So I got market goodies. So stuff you could buy at markets. There are tons of markets. There's the Crossways market, I think it is. There's the
especially
second-hand
now
markets.
at Christmas. There's a market here at there was one wedding venue, Slipperfields. There's a Christmas show, the 10th, 11th, and 12th. We're actually going to be there with the candles, which is like my next one, but I'm running ahead now.
Yeah.
But there's a real awesome market, True Blue, and they are amazing. They have some of the real top vendors in the country who come and sell their stuff there. So it's not like cheap stuff. It's like really decent.
So, sorry, Amy's just putting weird faces at me. I think
160 rand arrows.
Oh.
What? Sorry, no, next. Markets.
Markets, and I think in markets you get those nice things like your welcome signs.
Your
that kind of stuff, which again, it's also running it because it's one of my other categories just now, but those things are so nice, and they're not necessarily mass produced. There may be 5 of the object, or you know what I mean. And we're not even talking about the second-hand markets. There's those things as well. That's
what's that second-hand shop that you bought stuff from in Walmart? Second Grace. So this is not sponsored by them.
This is not market either, but you actually doing. I actually thought of this just now. I was going to say I have another category as well to come just now.
Okay, so maybe there's a bonus number 13. Okay.
There's a bonus one. There's 2 bonus ones.
2 bonus ones. That's cool.
As we're talking, my ideas that are growing.
Okay, cool. So markets. I mean, you can go to markets, Christmas markets, and you can find some of the cutest things at a good price. Yeah.
And it's nice if you've got little kids or whatever. You could take them. They could then buy something for dad or granny or whatever. That's simple, like a painted rock or whatever. Means a lot to them. Means a lot to granny and grandpa because of the heart behind it, but it doesn't cost a lot. It doesn't.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That kind of thing, which is always great. And it's great to support local. That is really supporting local.
Especially nowadays with COVID and with lockdowns and stuff like that. I think it's there's so many people that have gone and started local things, started working from home and stuff. I mean, we're one of them, and
also,
and I'll tell you what, it's been such a blessing to see how people have supported us in the community.
The actual local community.
Yeah, it's really lucky. Like
your one.
Cool. So my number 7, or my number 4, whatever. Number 7 on the list.
Just go number 7.
We'll go number 7 on the list is I have to throw it in there, candles. I mean, we know a guy who makes candles.
You don't know the guy.
I am the guy.
You are the guy that I know.
Yeah, so
I know a guy does. Talk to me, I'll get you a good price.
In the beginning of literally just before lockdown, which is like so a miracle by itself. I think God really used it and whatever. But like we started a little candle company. It started out as a hobby, and then we started selling them and whatever, and it really took off and stuff. So we sell candles, and they range from anything from 85 rand candle to 270 rand candle. They are made from soy wax. So it's skin safe. It's also known as massage candles. So once they melt a little bit, you can use them on your hands. You can massage feet. So especially husbands, gifts for wives or wives, use this opportunity to buy a gift so that you can tell your husband. Buy yourself a candle and say, apparently you can rub your feet with it. And then you just throw your feet in his direction.
There's also other stuff like this stuff.
Yes, yeah. So we've got trinket trays.
We've got
coasters. Coasters, yes.
Brilliant. I've got to show them. They're brilliant.
We've got all variety of stuff. I'll put the website link down below. I'll put it on the screen as well.
And I think that's actually a category of its own. Not only is it candles, but I think you can look at those type of things. There's a market. I mean, there's what was the other one you mentioned earlier on that goes with that?
Bella Earth, the beauty products.
Yeah, that you guys are involved with. There's lots of these kind of companies where you could support and really get something nice for someone, but support the company.
And it's not quality stuff. It's not like cheap stuff. Because a lot of times I look at companies like some of the big corporate companies, and they sell candles, and they sell it for like a quarter of the price of sometimes what we sell it for. And I'm like, the only way you are making it like that is not mass production, because we get like the best of the best prices. Like it's not like we have these huge margins either. And it's they use not good quality. They use different wax, paraffin wax. So you can't use it on your skin.
Yeah.
They import it all from China, and it's not local and whatever. So it's like if you support someone locally, making something like especially leather stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of the guys make some leather stuff. Man, the quality of the stuff is insane, and the price you pay.
Clothing lines,
because there's no big corporate thing that needs to slap on this 200% markup, whatever.
Exactly, they're not paying for a massive building to have their shop in.
Exactly, they're doing it from home, yeah. So
that works out well. I think there's a lot of those. There's a lot more. I mean, you said it's a COVID or whatever. There's a lot more of those popping up, and that's a great market to look into.
Yeah. I think that obviously this point is candles, because it's a really nice gift. But I think more so just supporting local. Like I think you can find some really cool stuff locally made.
Some really nice candles.
Yeah, some really nice candles. So some really nice candles at earthcandles.pe.co.za. So
it's a shameless plug right there.
Candles. Anyway, that's definitely that's number 7. Buy someone a candle, a trinket tray, or a coaster, or you can buy them a whole set. And just a last point, if you let us know in the notes section at the checkout, we will put a personalized name tag on the candle and everything for completely free.
That's that extra mile.
Yeah, it's just that extra thing. If someone opens, because it's all about the experience. I mean, it's a candle which is really nice and you can use it.
Yeah, exactly. But and it comes in a nice box. It comes really well packaged. It comes. It's not.
Exactly. Yeah. We'll post some. I'll just slip a photo in here now of what it kind of looks like. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, cool. So that's kind of what it looks like, and it's a nice thing to have.
Awesome. Yeah. I like it. Well, I've got my next category kind of falls on that. It's household goodies, household things. Okay. So for example, candles, or like for example, last year, my sister wanted a bath shelf.
Okay.
Or bath caddy, as some people call it. So I made her one, and she showed okay. She wasn't a surprise, obviously, because she asked for it, so she knew what she was getting. Yeah. So I had to touch base with her. What does the color of your bath and this, and we had to measure it and all those things. Yes. So then she showed a friend, and a friend ended up selling like I think 10 or something, roundabout. Yes. Made in style again, also support local. Also, I mean, I do. It's all I don't buy new wood. It's all old pallet wood or scaffolding wood or something like that gets sanded down and redone and done, and there's handles. And I also have it's a shameless plug right at the beginning. I have 4 that are on special, $300 a pop.
Oh wow, okay. Bargain City,
and they'll fit a bath. I think they'll fit a bath that is 721 centimeters, 710 to 750. I think that's the biggest, the widest one.
Nice.
Stuff like that, stuff that goes in the house. It can be that. It can be tables.
Check it on his profile. I'm pretty sure you have it on your profile. Eh?
Yeah, well, I'll put it on the Outspoken as well.
Outspoken
as well.
Outspoken on social media.
On our social media, which is another link here. It'll go follow our Facebook page.
Yes,
Instagram
all the links
page.
are in the description here below.
Share them exactly.
Check the.
Share them, follow it, like the pictures. Tell your cousin, tell your dog, whatever. Just to get the word out there. Yeah. Buy yourself something, buy someone else something. Through us. It's not that we like, for me it's not like I'm trying to plug myself, but the idea is it's nice stuff. Like a lot of the stuff that I've made has been house. I've made a butcher's block.
Yes.
The kitchen mom, the house they've got is like there's in the butcher's block isn't really a lot of counter space, so I made a butcher's block.
Yes.
100%. And I mean I made it like that was a big project for me. First time doing this basically all by myself. A couple of calls with my dad with like ideas. For advice and whatever, and I made that 4 years ago, I think it was 3 years ago, and it's still going strong. We use it like all the time.
Yeah.
My mom's table that was outside next to the pool, she's using again now. I made shelving last year. I did a lot of shelving. I did shelving for my sister. So the bar shop, but I also did like in her dining room, a really nice stained a piece of wood, which is actually I think it's actually I'm not sure what it is, not because it's not scaffolding planks. It's a little bit smaller than that, but similar thing. Sanded it down, stained it dark for it. I mean, it looks stunning. It matches the dark table, and the one for their room as well. That has got a chain on the side, and it can be small stuff like that. It can be stuff. It can be dining room tables. It can be coffee tables. It can be pictures. It can be anything for the house. Especially like for us as we've moved and we've also gone our separate ways. Our siblings and I living out in places and not one big place together and whatever. And again, moving again, like stayed in a place for a year and a half, then I left and moved somewhere else. The house changes. You need different things. You can't necessarily put exactly the same stuff in.
Yes.
And this is another one I'm linking to that other point, which is the bonus point, one of the bonus categories just now. So just when I say we talk about that, it goes to there.
Right. How many have you said now?
I have one more.
So you've done 4.
I've done 5.
And you've done 5.
Household is number 5 for me.
And I've done 4. So, so that was actually number 9. The previous one was number 8, not number 7. Because I said 7, I think.
I don't know.
Yeah, because I was thinking, like, while you were talking, I was like, but there's like even number.
I feel like we should have just gone with one list instead of 2.
Yeah, but anyway, okay. So,
or we should have gone 1, 2, 3, 4.
We did do that.
No.
We did do 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, that's how we're doing it, but we should have written it 1 and you should put 2 and I should put 3.
100%. Okay, well, sorry about that.
So we can don't get confused.
Anyway, okay, so my one is kind of related to the one that I said earlier. Is like a gift box full of personal favors. And this is like, because this is something, especially if you don't know exactly what to buy. So you get like a box, maybe even a nice shoebox, or if it's an ugly shoebox, wrap it in Christmas present.
We can get nice boxes as well.
Yeah.
Go to the general store, that's
general store, JNS store, all those places. And I mean, if you're not in PE, you can pretty much find it. There's anywhere. Like you can find.
General store must be everywhere.
Exactly.
Those kinds of shops.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
general, right?
You know what I'm saying? Those shops are everywhere.
Yes, those shops.
Those shops.
So yeah, you can buy a nice box and fill it with a whole bunch of stuff that they like. So if they like Dorito chips, buy a packet of Dorito chips. If they like, something. If they need a new wallet, you can go to Kumbuk's, buy a new wallet for like $100 or $150. You can maybe 200. I don't know, but you can. No, they're not that expensive. Oh, they're that expensive. Well,
but it's not bad.
Maybe not Kumbuk's. Yeah,
they're great.
Yeah, but,
they're great wallets though.
Exactly. Yeah,
they're proper leather. I checked them out.
Yeah, so, but I mean, you can. The point is that you can fill it with a whole bunch of stuff that they like. That you don't have to spend too much money on it.
And it's that person likes.
Exactly, and I mean, it's so lekker.
Super personal.
Especially like one of the things that has become quite a tradition here for us. A couple of years ago, Lind decided to open up a store in PE, and so like so like once so like on the 17th or the 15th of December, somewhere around there, we normally mosey on down there and buy like a couple of packets of Lind.
Mosey on down there, so casual.
So it's kind of expensive, but like just you spend a couple of $100 and you have chocolates for days. And you put them in the freezer, you put them in the fridge. You just like as you're going, because it's like really warm here by us in December time. So I mean, pulling out a lekker cold chocolate is like, it's mooi, it's mooi. So I mean, it's so lekker. What I was basically getting to is that when you fill a box like this, and you put like 3 or 4 lint balls, you put like this and that, you put snacks, you put, and it's just lekker. It's nice to open something and have a whole bunch of stuff that you really enjoy. Even if it's not like a gift that you can use every day, just chow it or whatever.
Yes.
It's a lucky thing to have. Maybe some biltong. Biltong is always a winner, especially for the guys. I don't know. Women also. I mean, I think if you're South African, you love biltong. But,
exactly.
So, that's number 10.
Cool. I've got tools and hardware and those kind of things. I think that's obviously again for the guys generally, I suppose.
Okay.
But if there's ladies out there that do use those kind of things, absolutely. Maybe for ladies it could be stuff to do with their hobbies. If they scrapbook, or if they need scissors and they need rollers, cutters, and then that kind of board, that kind of stuff, I think that falls under maybe, I don't know whether it's a hobby one or that, or whether it's a tools or, but tools and hardware, I mean, like it's just always easy to buy stuff for my dad, not so much now because he's got all this, but years ago, I suppose for me, I don't have everything, so it's quite easy, like, okay, what tools does he need? He needs this and this, or he needs accessories for his tools, or a toolbox, a new toolbox, plastic toolbox, or those kind of things. It's quite easy to build as well. So it's got a wide variety.
It's really like that. I mean, even general store. It's not like I'm a main like mechanic or something. I don't know how sturdy the tools are and stuff. But I mean, I've seen a whole bunch of tools there that are, I mean, like a ratchet, or not a ratchet, just like a what do you call it? Like a
spanner.
Spanner is like there's no mechanism on a spanner that can break. So a spanner is a spanner.
Yeah.
So
roundabout.
You roundabout pretty much. Like if you're going to use it at home or
especially if it's just a DIY kind of thing. Like for me, even in what I do, I'm more DIY than anything else. So I don't need, like my dad and I were talking about this the other day. I said what I need for next year, 2022. I want to get 3 different tools. Yes. Which one my dad now sort of gave me one of them. And I wanted a cordless screwdriver because I have a more screwdriver one, but drill, but I also have a drill. Yes. And the screwdriver drill I've put a long cable on because the cable was like this long. I don't know why they did that. But then it's a bit of a pain. Like working in a cupboard or something, like when you like repairing something, the cordless is so much easier.
Yes,
or like when I'm doing my projects or whatever and I'm sanding,
yes,
I wedge my stuff in, so I put the piece of wood down and I screw other pieces of wood around it so it can't shift, so I can just sand. I don't have to. And it's a pain, and the cord is in the way, so the cordless one is so much easier. Pop it out the way.
Yes.
I want a circular saw of my own because my dad's got tons, but then again, if I need to quickly cut something, I've got to get my dad's one and whatever, which can be a bit of a pain. And the other thing I want is a leaf blower because I have issues. Guys, I have issues. So any counsellors out there that want someone to keep them busy for a couple of hours, I'm willing to come chat to you about the leaves and the fact that I have a house that has no grass, paving only. I wouldn't mind having grass, don't get me wrong, but I don't have any grass. I don't have any trees in my own garden, on my own. I have a lemon tree and 2 little bushes that don't make any leaves. But I have more leaves in my garden than there is in fall in the whole of Europe.
Maybe.
Like, I know that's the exaggeration.
Is it the neighbour's tree? Or
it's across the road, it's the neighbours, it's the other side.
Oh yeah, because that whole area actually are.
I feel like the trees in my area are like permanently losing their leaves and they're permanently ending up at my front door inside my house.
Yeah.
So I'm over that. I'm now leaf blowing. I want to leaf blow them out. I'm not sweeping up and whatever. I'm leaf blowing them into the street and somebody else can pick them up because they're not my trees. I don't have trees. So I want a leaf blower.
Yeah.
Generally.
I like it.
Also because it's just fun.
Yeah, leaf blower so, like a chainsaws.
Chainsaws are like it. But so there you go, tools again. I mean, and you can go big. I mean, my dad does a lot of garden and farming and growing vegetables and whatever. So tools for that is great. I mean, one year I got him it's actually broken recently, so maybe we'll get another one, Dad. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like that saw, an extended saw.
Yes.
Because they live on a hill, so and they've got sea view, but then obviously the bush grows. You can't get ladder to that, which you're gonna fall over and die. So
yeah, you don't want that.
Well,
that's counterproductive. That's counterproductive.
Yeah, exactly. So more than that, it's a long pole that extends and it's got a saw on it, and you pull the thing and it cuts and what. That kind of stuff, or it can be a screwdriver or a drill or a screwdriver set, or as you say, expanders. And like for me, I'm the DIY, so that's actually what I was getting into. I'm more DIY, so I don't have an issue with a like a general store something,
Yes, 100%.
If I find that I need it a lot, like a drill, like quarter drill, I'd like a decent one, is okay, is pretty good. But like spanners, I mean, I have the little red spanner set. That's what I've got. I still have that. Sockets, I've got a little socket set. I don't need a big fancy set. If I do need that, it's generally at a time where there is time for me to say, "My dad, can I please borrow yours?" and whatever. I don't have a garage to put all my tools in, so that's the other problem. I mean, my house is a guy's house. There's 3 toolboxes stacked up there. It's already a lot of space. So those other smaller ones from the smaller stores are not as in the way as well.
Yes.
So tools are always, I think for guys, tools are always
100%.
Always a good thing. And every guy needs a toolbox, in my opinion. If you don't have a toolbox, maybe we should have a counselling session with you. I'm staying out of that.
I'm just messing around, guys. Girls, whatever. We're outspoken, right? Whatever. We're open to have conversations with anyone
about anything.
About anything, so it's super chilled. Like if you want to drop us a message in the thing, you can come and be a guest on our show.
Yeah. We are going to start getting guests on soon.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, soon. Okay, so that was number 11, I believe.
That was my 11, yeah. So
number 12.
12 is your?
12 is mine, and then we've got the 2 bonus ones to stick around for that. I don't have any bonus ones.
No, I got 2.
I'm letting you ride with that.
Yeah. Two. One very easy and the other one pretty cool.
Yeah. So this one is it kind of falls in the same with the experiences when I said that, like it could be an experience, but it's not really an experience. It's more like memories and stuff, and that is to get someone a photo shoot.
I actually was thinking that when you said experiences, it was kind of
because it is kind of an experience. You give someone a voucher, like here's an experience. I'm going to go for a photo shoot. But it's I think a photo shoot is so much more than just an experience, because like you have photos, like especially if it's like a family photo shoot.
Yeah.
You know, you get
We
to.
did that for my mom's birthday.
Yeah, exactly. You go away for, you know, you go drive to a beach or drive to a forest or anywhere close in the area that's like really lekker. You take photos with a family or with whoever you want. It could be a couple shoot. It could be just some photos for you yourself. Because it's always lekker to have awesome photos of yourself or of you and your couple or whatever to post. I mean, me and Amy, like I'm so grateful that she's a professional photographer. Which
So
is
if you need photo shoots,
yes, you can let us know. But she obviously she doesn't like. Obviously, we get some people that come take photos of us, but most of the time we literally put on a tripod and she takes photos for herself, and she edits them and everything like that.
Beautiful.
And it's so lekker because we always have photos to post, like on birthdays, on anniversaries, on Christmas, on everything. We always have nice photos because we've taken them in the past. You know, we like, I don't know if you can see just here above, we've got this whole feature wall full of photos that were taken over a couple of years. That we can walk in and guests can walk in and people can see. Oh wow, look at these nice photos that you have. And it's really a lucky thing to have. So photo shoots, definitely. Kind of an experience, but kind of a gift as well. So think about it. Cool.
So bonus round.
For the bonus round.
We'll go for the small bonus one, or the first one.
Okay.
Clothing is always a good thing.
Okay.
I don't know why we didn't do this. Clothing.
That is good.
We always, as kids and teenagers, we always used to get a Christmas outfit.
Okay.
It's a part of our gift order. But I mean, I always think clothing is a good thing. People, clothes wear out, shoes wear out, socks.
Yes.
I know we mentioned like sports shoes and stuff, but I mean it could be anything.
Yeah, it could be like a nice button-up.
I mean, for me, maybe it's just me personally. I have 4 pairs of Falzman. You can still buy me another pair.
100%.
Actually, I have another bonus one now that I think about it.
Okay.
Lots of bonus ones going on, but you know what I mean. That can really work. Can really work.
Shirts, and I like for me, these brown shirts that are button shirts, I love them.
Yeah.
So I mean, even the two-tone ones, whatever.
I mean, depending on what the person's doing. T-shirt. I mean, my brother does T-shirt and he does like the sports shorts. That's what he wears. So it's easy to get.
Such a Luke outfit.
It is T-shirt and sports shorts kind of thing.
What an awesome outfit.
But I mean, for work I wear these kind of button-up shirts. I don't wear super smart ones, but I don't wear T-shirts either.
I mean, it's like smart casual.
Exactly.
So professional.
That stuff is always a good one.
Okay.
So that's bonus number 1. Bonus number 2, this is the one I just thought of now. Anything that like the person, like collectibles, almost want to say.
Okay.
Like, for example, I collect pocket knives. And it's so funny or knives. People always say, I don't want to buy you because you got so many. You don't understand.
But that's the point. Yeah, you want the more.
Buy another one. It doesn't have. It can be a 50 rand one.
Yeah.
It can be a 500 rand one. It can be a 5,000 rand one.
Yes.
Not necessarily, but it could be. It goes in the collection. I mean, I knew someone who used to collect like cars.
Yes.
Cars, and I mean, he would and it didn't have to be bought. You could give him your old one. You could get. He would repaint them and. He had walls. It can be anything like that.
Talking about knives, I want to plug someone else.
Very
James. I think it's JPM or something knives. He's local here.
We do follow him on our Instagram.
Yeah, we follow him on our Instagram.
So go check it out.
We'll do like a feature post on our social media, maybe of him, and I'll link his Facebook in the description of this video.
Yeah.
It's like world class.
It's an outfit you got
for local prices. It's it's really amazing. It's so freaking amazing. I got a knife for Christmas. I'm not allowed to have it yet. It's still being wrapped or whatever. I can have it on Christmas, but I know what it looks like. So that's another thing for me. Like I don't care about surprises. Surprise me, don't, whatever.
Yeah,
I prefer like choosing my gift because then I know I'm really gonna like them. Other people,
I don't mind.
They like the surprise, which is also nice.
Nice not knowing.
I just don't like the not knowing and then expecting something and then it's like kind of bad, So.
I hope Amy's listening.
160 rand arrows.
I feel like this price for these arrows is getting ridiculous, guys. But so it's not hobby stuff, but collectible stuff is always great as well. I used to know someone. I suppose I still know them. I haven't seen them in years. Collect old camera stuff and whatever.
Yes.
Great stuff,
Yeah.
Now the bigger one for what I was going to say was, and I know this might be a weird thing, but I think it's pretty cool. I do like this, and this is what you were saying earlier on, that second-hand shop, Second Grace in Walmer, made in Walmer.
Yes.
I love, my furniture fits in that, but second-hand stuff like it, and you can really find great stuff. I mean, even, I'm going to plug all the second-hand shops in town kind of thing, in one, lump them together here, but also Second Grace, brilliant, the furniture is great, I've got stuff in my office,
real good quality.
I've got stuff in my house, good quality, good
And
prices.
if I understand the prices,
Yeah, really good prices. Not super cheap, but not super expensive. So you're getting good quality stuff. Smithies, Cash Crusaders. I mean, guys, you can think out the box. I think thinking out of the box, big bucks. I think thinking out of the box is such a cool thing when it comes to the second-hand stuff. So, like the tripod that I used, that I turned into a tripod for my shooting.
Definitely,
repurpose that. There's all sorts of stuff you could buy there at those places that would be fit someone's personality, or what they do, what they want, or that's in their house, or whatever, or brass stuff. I mean, tools. I go to Smith, if I'm going to buy a spanner that's an odd shape. When I had the little 4x4 that I had, the little ladder, it had the steering wheel was skewed. Whoever worked on it, they bolted. I needed a massive socket.
Okay.
Because that thing is
like a huge one.
I'm only going to ever use it once.
Yeah.
I went to, you think I go to Bill's Warehouse. I go to Bill's Warehouse. It's like ridiculous.
Yeah, it's like
1,000 rand or something ridiculous that size. I don't know the figure what's exactly, but it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
I went to Smitty's, I paid $75.
Yeah, because it's second hand. It's like it's.
I used it the once. I fixed the steering wheel, made it straight. That was like check.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, you can also go and get. I mean, the spanners. There's like hammers. Oh, you need this. Oh, you need that.
Furniture. There's everything. There's like
also the tables,
board games. Yeah.
Exactly. Stuff that you can.
It's a second hand shop where people go and deliver stuff.
Exactly. Stuff that you can link as well. So you can link it with your homemade stuff. So you go and buy something like. Table. I mean, it's not a Christmas present, but I wanted a table on stage where I play drums at church. Okay. I needed something that I could put myself in and water down, that I don't have to reach down all the time to get this off the ground, get stuff off the ground. So I needed something, and I was like, what is it going to work? So I bought a little table from Smitty's. I paid $150 or something, a little coffee table like this, or side table. Patched it up, it was a bit loose, patched it up, a couple of screws. You really don't even have to know much about anything to do that. Spray painted black, nobody even sees it, and it works. It fills the need that I had exactly. That makes sense. You know what I mean?
100%.
So second-hand shops, it's not just rubbish. If that makes sense. There's of course rubbish.
Obviously, you got to sift through it. There's
of course
stuff, but I mean, even the rubbish
sometimes.
Like we've got this old milk jug.
Yeah.
That has it's not acrylic. What do they call it?
The metal ones.
Yeah, it's like a metal one, but then it's the same stuff as a microwave on the inside.
No, there's white and whatever.
White stuff, yeah. Anyway, so it's like this ceramic. Is it ceramic?
No, it's not ceramic. It's metal. They're metal, but there's a word for it.
Yeah.
You get plates in them, you get cups in them.
Yes, yeah.
Like tin mugs almost.
Yes, exactly.
The cream, and they get the white and the green. And
exactly, like the old farmhouse.
Yeah, so I got a big bowl, a big green bowl that comes from Second Grace that I used. I mean, they've got a little suckling plant in it.
So we got one from Big Bucks.
Yeah.
But it was damaged, but it kind of looks farmish and really cool, and it fits with our thing. So we put a whole bunch of like leaves and whatever in it.
Exactly.
And it looks, I'm making it sound terrible, but it looks really and I think we paid like 20 rand for it.
Exactly.
So
I mean, I paid $50 for mine. I've got a big green bowl. Originally I put keys in it, and I thought, this will. I have a plant that I call the Mexican. Yeah. Because he looked like a proper Mexican. Cactus, Y with the middle, it looked like this. I call him the Mexican. Little thing I've had it for years. First plant I ever got, and the only one that's still going.
Okay, that's awesome.
And I put him in there, in his little pot in there. And it's, again, stuff that just goes with your house, goes with, can be for me. I'm happy to open up and find something like it. I'm like, this is awesome. I can use it for that. It goes there, or goes with this, or it doesn't have to be.
And gifts like that are like so essential and so appreciated by people who have just moved out, or people who are setting
up.
Or
even random stuff like, another plug for another shop is like the Crazy Store, one of those. There's little gadgets you can get there, back scratches, things, those things that hold your pot lid open.
Yes, exactly, Little practical things in the kitchen.
We kind of do, over the years we've done two different things we've done, so we do our gifts or whatever, then we'll do like a table gift as well. Then I think of the last 2 or 3 years, I'm like, I have a table gift as well. Because we have dinner on the night before, the 24th we have dinner for Christmas, because we come from up country where it's really hot on the 25th, so you don't want to eat a massive cooked meal.
Also, our Christmas, it's only really changed recently, but we used to, it's such a big family gathering. So for everyone to kind of sleep over and meet the next morning or whatever, it's such a mission. So we used to open our presents the night before.
Okay. Yeah. So we started doing this, so there's a present open at the dinner table. So the table gift, and that's that kind of stuff. I mean, I've got a little back scratcher. I've got those.
Something small, something cute.
Something like that you can get. That it's not expensive and it can be really cool. And I actually bought something at Clicks. Again, can't say what it is, but I bought something at Clicks that is super awesome for my brother. For just a random little, not expensive thing. Not the main gift, but it's going to go with the gifts. What
little face cream.
No. Well, you can't buy him fresh cream, you could buy him beard oil. His
Oh,
beard, or
okay,
beard
yes, yeah,
coat,
it's
you see.
from the Befalsfontein bar.
Yeah, we bought him one of that Viltius ones before, that kind of stuff.
Nice. Okay.
I think the important thing about gifts, for me, just to
Okay.
interrupt you there, is that look at the person, kind of go, what are they interested into and what are they... And also know them. If you know that they don't want something that they're into, then you go get the opposite kind of stuff. But like for me, it's always, if I'm into that kind of stuff, go for it. Like, you know, you can buy me any of that, anything to do with hunting, you can get me, you can get anything.
Yeah.
Go with guns, you can
We'll
get
always
me.
use it, yeah. 100%.
There's always something that can be used, you know, or like I've got a new office recently, so there's not much I have left from my office, but I mean, you could get me something that goes on an ornament or something.
Yeah.
Will work out championly.
Yeah.
You see it every day, it's right there, you're reminded every day of the gift or the person that is, you know.
Exactly.
So there's value in that, you know.
Like a good pen, someone who writes a lot and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That would be really awesome.
Exactly.
Okay, so there's 12 official gifts and then 3 bonuses.
3 little bonuses.
And then I don't know how many, maybe like 3 mini bonuses right at the end.
There's a bonus in the bonus there.
Yeah, we kind of went on a tangent, but that's the thing. Like you can just have fun with it. You know, don't stress too much, don't think too much. And the thing is, like also that I want to say in closing is my dad is one of the guys, like, you just don't know what to buy for the guy.
Yeah.
You know, because like if he wants it, he'll go buy it. You know, like you know. And the thing is, people like that really like. Well, my dad likes practical things. So if there's something that he hasn't gotten that you can figure out, which is kind of difficult, but they also like stuff from the heart. They like, you know, like an experience or like a dinner out. Like my dad loves it. Like if we go, we're like, cool, let's take you to this fancy restaurant or let's take you to this, whatever. He really loves that. You know, it's like it's cool. It's special for him because like we're making him feel special.
Yes.
So and I think that's the point of a gift.
That is the art.
Like
for me.
You want to show
doesn't have to be. Doesn't have to do with value. It can be expensive. It can be cheap. It's all into what you can afford or whatever. It can be what you want.
You want to show the people that they feel special and that you love them.
Yeah, it's about exactly. It's about that. You know, when like for me, when I make the gifts, there's another bonus thing. When I make the gifts, I have to think about the person. I have to go, what would he use? What would she use? What would they do? What do they need? Whatever. It takes time. I actually started like September, October thinking about this because it takes time to figure out what they might need or whatever. You know. And yes, sometimes they know what the gifts are. My mother already knows what his gifts, his made gifts are for this year because he helped me pick them, and they're actually stuff I bought from second grade that's been renovated and or redone and whatever. But it's stuff that he needs, so it's filling both those needs. You know. So
Okay, guys.
Cool.
I hope that helped. If there's anything that we missed that you feel is really important, please share it in the comments and let us know what you think.
Otherwise, like, follow, share, comment, hit the notification bell.
Yes. Do all those things.
All those things you're supposed to do.
Stay in contact. Let's grow this community and have fun.
1000%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool, guys. Enjoy. Cheers.
Ciao.